Hey guys, it's Braden here, back on Mashables TCG. First off, this is going to be my first speed art, so yeah. But first I started off outlining it. I'm sorry I'm just jumping right into it, because I don't really have time. It's pretty fast. But I started outlining it, got it outlined, did a little thing on the inside, got it set up, and started outlining it, getting it like I want to. The middle parts, as you can see, top part's for picture, middle part's for name, and bottom part is for stats. And at first I really couldn't understand. I really didn't know what I wanted to build. Oh, it's not to build, to draw. I didn't know what I wanted to draw. So I started off, I was going to try to do a crowd, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And it was just really bad. And then I decided, and it's the idea I've had for a little bit, I was going to do a lava fox. And you'll see it start to shape up. I tried to do the tail there, and I figured I'd do the tail last eventually. And I'm sorry if the audio and stuff's not the best in this video, because it's not. I know that for a fact. And this is my first speed art, so I'm not used to talking over it. I'm used to gaming. I'm not going to tell you guys my gaming channel, but yeah, I'm used to like doing gaming and stuff. But I want to keep those channels separate. But yeah, so I'm used to being in the game. So then I got the outline of my fox, and I'm just kind of coloring it in with a bright orange Sharpie. I love the Sharpies with the fine points. I use a Bic and Sharpie with the fine point. So that's the two things I use. So I kind of did the little colors for the tail. Then I went over it with another red Sharpie just to kind of get the feel of it and get the inside of it. And then I drew the ground. And then I said, well, what can I do for lava? So I decided I'd do a little volcano. I colored the bottom of it brown and did the top of it, which you'll see here in a second, red. And then I started deciding I was going to do lava pouring out, and that failed, so I'm like, well, I'll do this as the background color for the card. So I did that. I accidentally messed up and marked on the paper, but it's fine. It came out good. So I started off with the ground. I did a little lava runoff. And this is also called Lava Fox. And I went off for a second. I had to go get some lighting. As you guys can see, the lighting shifted. But yeah, I colored the ground brown. Just kind of filling that in. And this has been an idea for quite a bit. And also there's going to be another, it's going to be an archetype, but there's only going to be 3, I think. But yeah, I finished the ground, and I accidentally got the wrong pen and started drawing around it, and I realized, oh, this is the wrong pen. So I just continued around it. I figured, well, I'll fix it later. So I continued around, just tracing around my fox, getting all that good and ready. And you gotta do like little taps, because the markers bleed real bad. It's supposed to be orange, but it's actually red. But yeah, you gotta tap around, because they bleed really, really bad. Okay, so I used yellow around the flame so I could actually get a good outline of it. So it would, wouldn't blend in with the color, so it would stand out. And I thought I did pretty good on it. I think it looks pretty good. And I could just continue to fill out the background. Went up and around and get to about right there. And I realized, I'm just going to fix this and shade it around the volcano in a specific way since I did it with the tail. So I went ahead and did that. It looked pretty good. And I finished that, the background up. And then I started doing around the edges. I wrote something down there. That's going to be the name of the set, the first set, which comes out January 20th. Spoiler. Yeah, I traced around it with yellow for the kind of outline of the card. I think it went really good with the lava colors. So I just kind of did that. And guys, if you're watching right now, make sure to subscribe. And I'm going to be doing quite a few of these. I try to upload really, a lot. I don't know. I just started this yesterday, and I've already got 3 subscribers. So that's pretty good. Thank you, guys. And that's just kind of like the thing that tells me how to do it. And I put Lava Fox. HP, and it's supposed to be a it's a mega rare, which it goes common, uncommon, rare, legendary, mega rare. So there's a lot of different types. And I got 130 for the health, 60 for the attack 1, and 90 for the attack 2. And I kind of drew a line to separate it from the rest of the stuff. And then I just kind of wrote extreme rare. No, it's extreme rare, not mega rare, extreme rare. And it has no effects because I just really didn't want to have to take time on that. The video was already running long. And when I started this video, it was 30 minutes long. I did the time lapse and I cut it down to 15 minutes, 16 minutes, and then 8 minutes, as you see right now. Okay, so I got 2 types of crowns. Looked at the red, and I figured the red would be too dark to see it. So I went with a light orange. And I just kind of filled in the whole stats with it. And then the lifesaver, which it took me forever to find, it was at the bottom of the thing, but it's the most common thing I use, is, as you can see, that black Sharpie, lifesaver right there. You can outline all the letters and stuff, and it just makes them pop. It makes them so much better. So I just kind of went and outlined that. And some of the stuff I didn't think outlined real good, so I went ahead and went over it again, like in no effects. It didn't outline good. And then I went over it a couple more times, and it really got the color into it. And then I got the scissors out, kind of straighten it up, got the scissors out, and I started cutting. And as I was cutting, it went off, and it cut into the card, as you guys can see. Well, you can't really see, but it cut into the card, and I kind of cut it off and fixed it, or it would have been, like, ripped completely across. And then just kind of cut it around the edges, got it real good, got all that white off of it, and yeah, just got it to the best I could. So then I laid it down, and I went back, and I went and got a sleeve to put it in. So it is actually a Pokemon sleeve. Don't cringe. I'm sorry. And I kind of slowed it down so you guys could see the card and see what I was doing. I had to shorten it down so I could actually get it to fit in the sleeve perfectly. And just kind of put it down. And I do like something weird with my hands. I don't know. Like, I have Pokemon sleeves because I have like 400 of them. So I'm like, hey, why go buy sleeves when you got 400 ones right here? But guys, thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.